Hello all, it's King Ying here. The Yin and Yang, my loyal peasants, my rebel scum. So, fucking Star Wars Battlefront is finally out. My balls are full on tingling. Can't feel my lips. It's happy days, guys. Happy fucking days. I've been excited for this game for so long. Finally, it's here. After playing Star Wars Battlefront 2 for the PS2, for the PSP, playing online, probably one of the first games I ever played online. Probably one of the first functional games online for the PS2, which actually didn't crash every 5 seconds. We've got a fucking sequel. Yes, the dirty bastards EA have released it, but you gotta give them credit. They released the game, and it's here now. It didn't pan out. They actually gave us what we wanted, guys, and it's fucking here. Loving the game so far. So what I'm going to show you now is just going through the menu and stuff, the different game types, and then I'm going to jump into a game. But yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was probably my favourite game for the PS2. That and Shadow of the Colossus, very different games. But I feel like I played this on the beta game, and the graphics were impeccable. The gameplay was fun. There was some imbalance issues, but it's such a fucking huge game anyway. Even if someone's like raping some sort of overpowered weapon or vehicle, just get wiped out from the fucking 15 other people playing. That's what I like about this game. The scale of it, it's so good. I don't know what any other game hasn't really gone to that scale on the PlayStation 4 yet. I mean, or done it well at least, or the Xbox One. This is pretty much the first game I'm playing for the PS4, which I'm thinking, alright, this is a proper game. We're getting started now. Don't get me wrong, I love Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 is dope. But at the end of the day, it's still a Call of Duty game. It's a very well made Call of Duty game. Probably the best Call of Duty game I've played since Modern Warfare 2. But it's still a Modern Warfare, it's still a Call of Duty game. This is something, this is a different beat. This is another Battlefront game which you haven't had for so damn long, guys. Such an awesome game. So yeah, as you can tell, I'm excited. Fluids everywhere. I'm joking. Leaking fluids all through my trousers. Bed soaked. Put a black light in there. The place is not going to start glowing. But what I want to talk to you today about is just like pop culture. I love pop culture. Star Wars is a very popular pop culture, huge franchise, and I just want to tell you about the kind of what kind of things I like, what pop culture I like, just general things that I've always followed and always just enjoyed in life. And first of all, okay, I'll go into Star Wars. I always loved Star Wars. I love the universe. I watched the first Star Wars that was out around when I'd be getting Star Wars, so I think I might have been 6 or 7 when this came out, maybe a little bit older, was Phantom Menace, and that was a dope game. That was a dope film. I mean, at the time, don't get me wrong, like, now watching it back now, it's a pile of wank. Honestly, a pile of wank. Jar Jar Binks is an abomination to cinema. But at the time, like, there was these aliens, it was all new, it was all fresh, like the cheesy shit I enjoyed. And it just, that's what got me into it. I loved it from then. Attack of the Clones got me going. Star Wars 3, I was quite a bit older when Star Wars 3 came out, maybe like 14, 15 or something. I can't even remember, like, don't quote me on these ages, guys. It's around the ages that I was. But shit was dope. I love Star Wars. And then yeah, I didn't really like at the younger age, I didn't really like the older ones, so I didn't really like the graphics and shit. But you come to appreciate the stuff as you get older. As in, you appreciate the older stuff, the stuff that was more relevant, like the stuff that was more unique at the time when it comes out. Because you think, shit, these films came out like 70s, 80s, and they were so damn innovative, like so like genre breaking. And then you watched the originals. I mean, actually, I like Episode 3 still. Episode 3 I always like because it had emotion, it had depth. I love that. But I just say the original trilogy don't really hold much of a light to not the original trilogy, the later trilogy, which was supposed to be the prequel. they didn't really hold a light to the actual original 4, 5, and 6. I don't reckon. But it's not only Star Wars that I like. I love Lord of the Rings as well. Lord of the Rings is probably one of my favorite movie franchises that ever came out. Got them sexy elves in there, sexy lady elves. I'll talk about the guys. Okay, I promise. But sexy lady elves had the awesome characters, the awesome like races, the orcs, the Urukai. The battle at the end where Boromir just goes in on the Urukai. Lurtz, I think his name was. Dopest battle scene. Actually, Boromir didn't go. I mean Aragorn. So Boromir got shot up by him. And I just loved it. I loved the whole world, how it could bring you into that world. I loved how it started with such innocence. You slowly like went into the darkness of Middle Earth, and it's just the journey, just a progressive darkness that the ring inflicts on Frodo that we kind of experience within the Middle Earth. It's just awesome. I love those films. Hobbit, I didn't really like so much. Just my opinion. I didn't really like the Hobbit at all. I liked the first one, wasn't too bad. Second one I quite liked. Third one was a pile of wank. Absolute bollocks. A travesty to film. Like Peter Jackson, don't get me wrong, I've got a lot of respect for Peter Jackson because he created Lord of the Rings. But he can shove the Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies, up his hairy ass because that was a shit film. Sorry, it was just bollocks. Other things I like, I read the Harry Potter books when I was young because it was kind of a cool thing to do. And they were pretty good books, like they're very submersive, you can submerge yourself into the Harry Potter world. Played the first video game for the PS1, that was a fun video game. I don't care what you say, that video game was fun as hell. It was so good. But didn't really... Like the films are okay, like I wouldn't really actively watch them myself, but they were pretty good films. What else? I also liked the culture of that Harry Potter brought. It brings a warmth and like an unknown, like you never really knew what was going to come next with Harry Potter, which I did like. It was very entertaining in my younger years. I liked the dark, how it became progressively darker through the films. And other shit I like. When I was younger, I loved Pokemon. I loved the original 150 Pokemon. That was my shit. That was favorite Pokemon. I'd probably say of the original 150 was Mr. Mime because that guy was just freaky as hell. But it was dope with it. Mine, Mr. Mime. It's pretty weird that it always just said their names, wasn't it? Just quite, either all had severe mental retardations, or it's just a flaw in the plot. I'd prefer if they actually talked. Even if they talked in basic words, just saying like Pikachu. That was a bit weird. That was, I couldn't really get on board with that. Additionally, I love Digimon as well. That shit was good as hell. That Digimon was life. I liked how they evolved with the little watches. I had a watch myself. It was a bit like a Tamagotchi, where you just have to look after your. But it was like two fucking buttons. How are you supposed to look after it like a Digimon? Because you're supposed to look after it with these little I don't remember what they were called. Digi watches, I think. I can't remember what the fuck they were called, but basically you have to just control the you have to maintain the Digimon. Apparently they could evolve if you fed them right and stuff. It was really fucking hard to do. So my Digimon just died, but I felt pretty cool with it. What else did I like? Digimon was cool. Monster Rancher was a bit bollocks, but you know what? That's fine. And to be honest, like, there's not really been too many massive franchises that I really liked since. I loved, actually no, pop culture, Gears of War was pretty much Gears of War is my favorite video game of all time. That definitely is my favorite video game of all time. I played it, I used to play it competitively on the Xbox 360 on gamebattles.com. ranked fairly fucking high as a team, and yeah, I just loved the game. I loved. Well, it was probably one of the first games with graphics so good. It used the Unreal Engine graphics, and that just made my balls tingle. And I just got into it straight away. I love the simplicity. I love that you just had a shotgun, a lancer, a pistol. You can pick up weapons in the game, but like it was just the simplicity that everyone had to be good with the same weapons instead of one of these games where you can exploit a weakness. And it just, I mean, there was a little thing where you could just crab walk. It was like a glitch, and like it was just where you could shoot and run at the same time, which wasn't supposed to be allowed. But I just loved it, and it just pretty much, I think video games pretty much dominate my love of pop culture now. It used to be films, but there's not really been a film that's come out where I've fully loved it for like the atmosphere. Like Hobbit was a letdown, as I said. No more Harry Potter films except for like the spin-offs. And yeah, so that's pretty much the shit I like. Did pretty well in this game, 15 for 5. Hopefully you saw the map, saw the beautiful graphics. And I'm going to be posting a few more of these today, so stay tuned guys and subscribe. Peace.